John, good to see you. Final match of the season coming up this weekend. How is everybody feeling ahead of our trip to Manchester United?
Hi, everyone's excited. Obviously a very interesting last day. There'll be a lot of movement in the league table, but it's our job to go into the game fully focused, knowing that 3 points gives us the best chance to get Champions League football. So we're in a good position, and what we've got to do is just stay focused on our task, win, and then hope for the best.
You mentioned it there, but European football already secured for next season. There is still a chance for Champions League football should results go our way. I guess it's a case of keeping that dressing room level-headed and ensure we do our job.
All the boys are focused. The run we've been on in the Premier League's been amazing. So far, the position we were in at a certain stage, it didn't look like European football was possible. So now that we've secured European football, it really is a kind of final for us, the last game of the season. I know Man United have had a bit of disappointment, but at home they're still a team you need to be wary of, a team where we've had bad form. So yeah, I've reminded the lads of that, and we're going to have to be at our best. And I don't think anyone's getting carried away. I think it probably helps a little bit that it's out of our hands, so we can just focus on what we need to do and not get distracted by what ifs.
Like you say, Man United defeated in the Europa League final this week. What kind of game do you expect?
Well, I think they'll have a point to prove. They spent a lot of money on their squad, and I think they'll be trying to rebuild for next season. The obvious disappointment as a player, all you want to do is get back out on the pitch and try and get on it back to winning ways and prove people wrong. So we'll have to be aware that it's not just as simple as what people are trying to say, or you beat them because they're not in good form. They're still a top class side with world class players in it. So they've got potential to hurt us. We need to be on our toes and be ready for it.
A lot's been decided ahead of the final game, but it's still wide open in many ways. How do you reflect on the last 9 months?
Bit of a roller coaster, actually. The first season we had a really poor start. The manager came in, and then we finished really strongly. And getting Conference League on the last day against Brighton was brilliant. Then last year the work was done slightly earlier. Crystal Palace away game at the end of the season was a dead rubber for us. Obviously we were fuming the way it ended, but our job is done. This is slightly different, sort of into the unknown, but the way we finished the last few months of the season in the league has been outstanding. We've had players back fit, players coming off the bench to help, and at certain stages throughout the season we've not had that, whether that's injuries, lack of form. A lot of players have suffered from each of those things, but what we have now is a nearly fully fit squad. We wouldn't have had Marcus anyway for this game, so near fully fit squad. I think people are in good form, and it's actually a case of you don't really want the season to end the way we are playing.
When you look back now over the journey that we've been on and that you've been on at this club over the past few years, how proud do you feel?
Oh, I'm proud every day. The club's changing. It's evolving all the time. Things are getting built around us. Things are getting bigger, and better players are coming through the door. So you need to grow with it. You need to evolve with the club, or you get replaced. And thankfully, for a long time now, myself and a few others have managed to stay here. So the way we're growing is amazing. I think there's things this season we could have done a lot better. The manager knows that. Us as players know that. Everyone does, but it's not just going to be plain sailing. Like Damian said, we're here to try and disrupt the big six and try and become what Aston Villa should be, and that is a real powerhouse in English football. So I'm proud to be leading the boys out every week. Proud to be part of a team that's now feared amongst many in the league, which I think we are now. And it's a time to build again. Finally,
we had another memorable night at Villa Park last Friday, victory over Spurs, and then the lap of appreciation after the game with the supporters. Just how key has their support been again this season, and how much would it mean to you as players to be able to take them on another Champions League journey next year?
It's nice to thank them for their support at the end of the last home game. It's always a nice feeling, seeing the people who have been there for 19 home league games, travelled all around Europe and the cup competitions. I think they're the true diehards and the true people of the club who People like me will come and go. I know I've been here a long time. The manager will come and go, but Aston Villa is always their club, and it's up to us to represent that for the time that we're here in the best possible way. I think the support's been great. Whether we finished bottom this year or top next season, Villa Park would have been full. The away ends will be full, and that just shows you the size of the club and people's passion. So it's proud to be a part of this, and hopefully we can carry on building.